Hello, hello. We're coming on talking about grants, and more grants for all you entrepreneurs, small businesses, and nonprofits out there. Today is today. Welcome to this grant update. If you are new, just tuning in, welcome. Do leave us a comment. Let us know who you are, where you're hailing from, and what your business is. We have a lot to get to today, a lot to share. So please do make sure you're taking notes and that you can go ahead and take action on behalf of your business to get a financial lifeline. Do us a favor and give this a thumbs up, a like, a love, right? So more people see this. We need more businesses to know about the opportunities that are out here and available to them. That's why we are here. We have been helping small businesses, saving small businesses since the pandemic happened. And we're going to continue to do so because so many more opportunities are becoming available. Do share this out, tag whoever you need to tag who needs to see this broadcast today. We definitely appreciate it. We just want to give a big shout out and thank you to all our new followers. Oh my goodness, we grew on Facebook. Like, we're everywhere on social media, so make sure that you're following us. But oh my goodness, on Facebook, like over the weekend, we grew by like 8,000 new followers. So we just want to give them a shout out and a thank you. Shout out to everyone that's on YouTube that follows us and subscribe. So do make sure you're following and you subscribe and hit the notification bell because sometimes you all say you miss our lives, right? You need to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time that we share new content or I go live to share these amazing updates with you. So we have an international audience as well. So I want to make sure that I cover some international grants today. So do look out for that. I will be sharing. We have people in Canada, in the UK, a lot in Africa, especially in Nigeria, right? I get contacted all the time by you all in Nigeria. So if you're in Nigeria, in Canada, in the UK, give yourself a shout out. Let me know that you are here. Okay, so as usual, we have resources. We always make them available. So if you need help getting access to grant money, which we know it is important for businesses, and if you're going to scale your business, if you're going to grow, you have to have capital. And you can get capital in a number of different ways, loans being a great way, but there are so many grants available. What it means is that this is free. I don't mean there's no exchange. I mean that you do not have to pay this money back. Okay. So it is a great benefit for you to get access to some money to be able to help your business in some form. You just tell me about your business and what can you use grant money for, like right now. Like today, if you were to get $5,000 or $10,000 today, what would be the first thing that you would spend it on in your business to move your business forward? I really like to know that. Please do share. Just want to give a quick shout out because grant winners share with us all the time, and we have new people, and some of you are doubtful if there are programs out there for you. So we like to share testimonials to let you know that it is possible. If it's possible for me, if it's possible for them, it's definitely possible for you. I don't care what your business is, what stage of business, you can get a grant. So quick shout out to Brittany Washington. She boss, Brittany Washington. She is the owner of My Beautiful Fluff. She won and was awarded a $25,000 ad grant. So, you know, if you're not new to us, you know that grants can come in a number of different ways. They're not just cash. We've seen so many different types of grants. They will give you free commercial. I'm talking about thousands of dollars worth of professional commercial. Okay, airtime. We know how expensive that can be, but she got $25,000 in ad grants, right, to promote her business. $25,000. She doesn't have to come out of pocket from her business to pay for, and she's going to get additional exposure. Now that grant came from AudioMac. We also had a grateful fan. That is what she named her. The title of the email. Gessner Desir, if you're watching, hello, congratulations again. Now, this is a fan who was awarded a grant and they are a gig worker. They are a Lyft driver. So I do get a lot of you all asking, those of you that are gig workers, driving for Lyft or Uber or some other type of business, right? Are there grants out there for you? There are fewer of them, but there are grants out there that are available for you, and most of them can be found in your state. So do make sure, we always talk about state grants because they're all often overlooked. But do look in your local area for grants. You would be surprised at the opportunities, the programs that are available that you have been missing, right? So we don't want to miss any more opportunities in 2022. This is the year that we're going to secure more funding for our business so that we can scale our business. We're going to build wealth and legacy that way. So shout out to them. If you have won a grant, please let us know. Like, if we helped you with our tools, please let us know. We have hundreds of testimonials that we received, and it just further motivates us to continue the hard work that we're doing in helping to save small businesses. So let's get right to these grants. Okay, first one I want to mention is the Target Forwarded Founders Accelerator Program. This is for early stage CPG companies looking to better retail. Okay, so the deadline for this is March 21st. If you don't know what CPG is, consumer packaged goods, okay, these are businesses that have products that they sell to retailers, and I know many of you all out there fits into this category. There is a $5,000 grant for you to be able to get. Now, as a reminder, as I go through these, please, when you go look at the grants, click on the links. Their website will give you all the information. Start there. The website for the grant, whoever is hosting the grant, an organization, a company, or individual, will have all the details to let you know about their grant and if you qualify and are eligible for their particular grant program. Don't pigeonhole your own self. Some of you all are pigeonholing yourself and asking me, are there grants for real estate? Are there grants for trucking? Are there grants for artists? There are grants for every type of category you can think of. There is a grant. But don't pigeonhole yourself thinking, okay, their grant doesn't say it's for truckers, right? A grant may not say it's for truckers. That doesn't mean you're not eligible. What you need to concern yourself with is your business set up properly in the eyes of the law and in the eyes of the grantor and what they expect out of a business? That's what you're looking for. So if they're looking for a woman-owned business, right, and you have a business and that business must be in the state of New York, and be registered and be licensed, right? Then you go through those requirements. Do you meet those requirements? If yes, then apply. If no, then there are other grants that you can apply for. Or when the grant comes around again or a new one comes, then you just use it as a checklist. Maybe I'm not set up right now today, but I'm getting it together next week or next month. I'll be set, and then you can continue to apply for more grants after that. So don't stop just because there's one grant that you don't qualify for, okay? So again, that is the Target Forward Founders Accelerator. So in addition to money, they're going to help you accelerate your success. That means you get access to an expert team, the company's leaders, and mentorship to help move your business forward. I can't tell you how many businesses struggle because of lack of mentorship. They just need some help. We need extra eyes on our businesses to help us, okay? So you're going to get that. That is the amazing thing about accelerator programs and incubator programs. Please do seek out those opportunities, okay? And not just startups, no matter what stage of business that you're in. The next one is the Fresh Start Business Grant through InkFile, okay? This is for entrepreneurs. If you're an entrepreneur, let me know in the comments. If you're 20 years or older, can apply to receive $2,500. Now, I've gotten grants for $100 and that had helped me in my business. $2,500 can go a long way for business. They're going to give you $2,500 to put towards business startup costs. Startups, if you're a startup, let me know in the comments. Okay, they're going to give you money to help you start up. So I get a lot of messages from startups asking about where's the money for startups? I need help paying to start my business. Well, here you go. Okay. And also receive free formation services. You have until March the 31st to apply. Now, I already referenced our resources are in the description in the show notes. You can go to our grant tracker and find a long list of grants and programs that are available to you. That link is available. Or you can just go to our website at www.shebosstalk.com. Click on the menu. You'll see COVID-19 resources tab. Click on that tab. That is our grant tracker. It has a whole long list. Okay. And start there, but don't end there. Start there. Use it as a resource. Use the tips that we give you, and then go search for additional grant opportunities. So again, that is Fresh Start Business Grant through Inc. File for $2,500 for your startup. Okay. So don't delay. You have until March 31st. So you still have time. Caress Dreams to Reality Fund. So this is not the first time they had this fund. I tell you, they may pause, they may close for a particular period of time. They may have a monthly grant, a quarterly grant, an annual grant, or they just may be waiting for more partners to help fund a particular grant. So this one, Caress Dreams to Reality, is in partnership with I Fund Women and Caress. 60 women of color, right, founders will be selected to receive grant money and access to additional resources that will set them up for success to reach your funding goals, okay, through the crowdfunding campaign. Which is another way you can gain money, get access to capital for your business. People will actually donate to you, give you money, okay, through crowdfunding. This grant is for $5,000. You have until tomorrow. Okay, you have until tomorrow to apply for this grant. But again, know that this grant will open again. So if you miss that deadline, it will open again. Do not fret. Aveeno Skin and Health Startup Accelerator. Now, you see all these accelerator programs I'm telling you about. They're giving you additional help. Aveeno, right? So I know I use Aveeno skincare products. I love it. This particular grant is a $100,000 grant, $100,000 for Black female entrepreneurs with products, brand, or technology that meet skin and hair needs of Black consumers. You need to create a video. More grants are asking you to create a video. This one wants a 1 to 2 minute video, pitch video, introducing yourself, your business, and why you got started. Okay. So you can practice doing a video on your phone. They're not looking for you to do any editing, any professional video. They just want you to show up as your authentic self and share your story about you and your business and how you got started. So again, that is the Aveeno Skin Health Startup Accelerator for $100,000, and you have until April 30th of 2022. So again, you have about 2 months. I would not wait. I would get everything you need to get together, go to the website, review what their expectations are, and go ahead and get started. Okay. So another grant that I want to reference is Goldman Sachs. So we know Goldman Sachs has a number of different programs for small businesses. If you didn't know, they have, I think it's called the $10,000 small business like program that they have. I know have a number of different peers that have gone through the program, but they have a new initiative, multi-million-dollar initiative called 100 Black Women. That they launched maybe last year or a year ago or 2020. But this particular one, under that initiative, they're giving Black Women Impact Grants. This is a $10 million program that is open. They have open applications for Black women-led charitable nonprofits. So this is another example. I tried to cover the gamut here to give you an example that there are grants for every type of business or organization. For all you nonprofits, if you're a nonprofit out there, let me know. Some of you all, say you don't know what the grants are. Okay, so this is one. So if you are a Black woman-led charitable nonprofit, you can get up to $250,000. So you see the pots are even getting bigger. bigger and bigger. This is $250,000 that you can use to forward your mission. Now, this is not the only nonprofit grant. There are literally thousands of grants for nonprofits out there. Okay, so way more than we can even put on any list. There have always been, always will be several grants for nonprofits. So that shouldn't even be a question. There are nonprofit grants everywhere. So this is one of them. Again, the initiative through Goldman Sachs. Shoot your shot. So if you're one that's going to go after this, or you know a Black woman-led charitable organization, please do tag them in this video. Share this with them so that they can go ahead and apply. Now, it does not have a deadline. So if I were you, I would submit my application as quickly as possible, because you just don't know when they may close. I've seen grants close before their deadline, or they may have a certain number of applicants that they're accepting. And once they accept those applicants, then they close. So it happens all the time. So you definitely don't want to miss the deadline. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about some state grants really quickly, because I said, you know, there's a lot of states coming with new grants, reopening up grant funds, passing new bills to provide more small business relief. So I want you all to know about some of these programs. Again, it is not all inclusive. If your state is not listed, that does not mean there is not a grant. These are just ones that I decided to call out today. I called out other ones in the other videos that I did because there are just so many. And even with this list, I can't list them all. There's grants you may find at your state government, your county government, and your city government, and organizations in between, like your chambers, other networking organizations, churches, foundations, community organizations, community development centers, business centers. The list is endless. So I just gave you a whole list that you can start researching in your own area. So I encourage you all to do that. But Minnesota has several grant opportunities available for for-profits and nonprofits. I just want to call out this one particular one, because I mentioned this on our last stimulus update, is that there are all types of opportunities and programs to get money for your business. And one of them is states will a lot of times pay businesses to relocate. Okay. So they have pitch competitions and the like, but they have grants where you can relocate, or if you are hiring certain populations of people. So this one in Minnesota, if you're a Minnesota small business or know someone who is, Arch Grant Startup Competition. So this is an awards initiative, scalable and job creating grants. So they looking for businesses that are innovative, scalable, and where they are creating jobs. That's what we want to do, is be in business. A lot of us is to create more jobs. That is going to help the economy. So that's why they're putting out these different programs. So job creating startups, okay, with $75,000 in non-dilutive grants, plus an additional $25,000 if you relocate to St. Louis. Okay, so they're giving you a bonus if you decide to move your business to St. Louis. So this is not the only one that St. Louis has had. They have another one that is for companies that are relocating to St. Louis. They've been doing this for a while. So definitely look into that as well. So, and it says, okay, so plus an additional $25,000 if you relocate to St. Louis, and access to an ecosystem of resources exchange for headquartering the business in St. Louis for at least 1 year. 1 year. Okay. So your business in a position where you can relocate to St. Louis and get access to this money to help you grow your business in this area. Competitive applications are evaluated over 400 investors and industry experts. Investors. I mean, so even if you don't get the grant, 400 investors, do you understand the value of having investor eyes on your business and state leaders, business leaders' eyes on your business? That's more exposure for you. You just don't ever know the other opportunities that may come for you participating in one of these programs, and the right person seeing your business and being compelled by your business. You never know, they may follow up with you for another opportunity even outside of the grant. It's just amazing, the opportunities that are out here. So these applications are open through March the 18th. So get your applications in. Okay. So again, that's the Arch Grant Startup Competition. Let me just remind you, Michigan, if you are in Michigan, you're a Michigan small business, please let me know in the comments. Tag a Michigan small business. Okay. Michigan is one of the states that was hardest hit. The governor just recently passed a bill and a fund of over $400 million. They have already opened up the program, the grant program, giving up to $5 million. $5 million to small businesses in Michigan. Okay. Again, this tells you that there's money in your states. They're rolling out. They either had one, have one, or going to have one. A grant. Okay. So this is one of them. Michigan, up to $5 million. You can go to michigan.gov/ABR for additional details, resources, and I know they were hosting 3 separate webinars. And so I'm sure they have a recording of their webinar. Go watch that recording. Okay. A lot of great information comes out of those recordings that can help you with your application. So, and a lot of times they may provide other information on other opportunities there. So I would highly encourage you to do that. Now you have until March 31st. This window is not open long. So basically they've opened this up for a month. You have an entire month to get your applications in. Please don't wait to the last minute, the last hour to get your applications in. I cannot tell you how many times, even with our grants, that people wait to the last minute and then they get stuck in the application because it's closed. They're halfway through, a quarter through, and they try to submit and the application deadline has already passed. Please don't do that. Don't risk that money by waiting to the absolute last minute to get your applications in. Now, these awards, so they end in March. They need time to review the applications, I tell you, but they will be awarding in the spring. They will be awarding in by or distributing by July the 1st. That means funds in bank accounts by July the 1st if you are a recipient. Okay. So let's move on to Massachusetts. Okay, so these are newer. These just came out. Massachusetts, and this is not the only grant that they have. This is the large state grant that they have. A new program directs $50 million towards businesses reaching underserved markets, minorities, women's, veteran-owned, and $25 million for businesses that did not qualify for former grants given by the state. Okay. So for this Massachusetts grant, you can go to empoweringsmallbusiness.org. Empoweringsmallbusiness.org. Tag someone you know that is in Massachusetts. Now, this grant is up to $75,000. $75,000 for this grant. Okay, let's move on. Atlanta. Okay, Georgia has grants. They are one of the states that were hard hit as well. They've had several grants. This is in Atlanta. They have a whole Invest Atlanta fund program. Please look into it for other additional opportunities. Or if you are an Atlanta business, they are investing investment opportunities. They're investing in small businesses. So this is the Resurgent grant. You can get up to $40,000. This is for-profit. Businesses are eligible for this grant if they hold 2022 City of Atlanta business license and have fewer than 250 employees as of December 31st of 2022. Okay, that's Atlanta. You know, Atlanta is really big for business. So please do make sure that you're connecting with various organizations to find out what other opportunities that are available. Okay. Now, Illinois. Before I mention this grant, someone reached out to me. A lot of people reach out to me that are real estate and asking, are they automatically excluded from grants? No, you're not. Do you know that there are grants specifically for real estate development? I had mentioned a few months back, and it may still be available in Chicago, I believe, that they were giving away millions of dollars. Actually, I believe it was up to $2 million for small business, okay, to participate in real estate development. These states, these counties, these cities want to develop their communities, right? That helps the neighborhoods, that helps build up the economy. There are always these initiatives, always have been, always will be. There will be more of them. More funding is being passed. The fiscal year budget includes these funds. So that's why you need to know what's happening in your local area. You need to know what they're passing as far as bills and the budgets and what those budgets are going to. That can be a benefit for you as a small business owner to take advantage of that opportunity. Again, what I asked her is your business set up properly? Stop focusing on your businesses in real estate. Now, there may be a grant that excludes real estate, but that's not all grants, okay? And maybe you were referencing, maybe a federal stimulus relief. Stimulus relief is a whole nother category than the regular grant. So there's a lot more restrictions there if it is a COVID specific grant. But you have COVID specific grants and you have non-COVID related grants. Okay, so this one is Illinois. This is for Fulton County. If you're in Fulton County or know someone who is, small business relief. You experience a loss due to COVID in 2020 or 2021, you may be eligible for between $2,500 and $50,000. Again, you have until March 31st to apply. And this is not the only grant that has that Illinois has had. They had like a big one in Chicago just a few months. If you're a Chicago business and you got that Chicago grant, please let me know in the comments. Okay, so we just had some grants close at the end of February. There'll be more that's closing at the end of March. This is Women's History Month. So know that more grants are going to come out this month in celebration of Women's History Month, right? So we have a lot of programs we're offering for Women's History Month. So please have that on your radar. Expect that more grants are going to roll out specifically for Women's History Month and other programs that you definitely want to take advantage of. Okay, so we just talked about the Atlanta fund, again, Illinois fund. So let me talk really quickly about some international grants. I know I have some peers in Canada. Visa has a program called She's Next. Google it's all, you don't have to Google it. Go to our grant tracker. They have a number of several different programs under this Visa She's Next program. Okay, so they have programs in America. They have programs in Canada. They have programs in Africa. Those of you that are in Africa, okay, they roll out at different times. They close and they reopen. Visa Canada She's Next grant program has reopened because it was open in 2021. It closed and is reopened again. So, and this is in partnership with iFund Women and Visa. So you can qualify for this if you are a woman entrepreneur in Canada to get $20,000 in Canada currency. Okay, $10,000 in Canada currency. So if you're in Canada, let me know. Some more that's in Canada: Prince Edward Island small business grants. Eligible businesses are those that close in-person services restricted by enhanced public health measures introduced on January 18th of 2020 and must be operating in PEI. Grant is between $2,500 and $7,500. You have until March 21st to apply for that grant. Okay, Prince Edward Island small business grants. Ontario, if you're Ontario, Canada, COVID-19 small business relief grant provides one-time payment of 10,000 Canada dollars to eligible small businesses that have been required to close indoor operations as a result of Providence's modified Step 2 restrictions that came into effect January 5th of 2022. So they have restrictions in 2022. They didn't say in 2020 or 2021. They said the restrictions in 2022. You have until March the 11th to apply for this program. Okay. How many of you are familiar with Accenture? Accenture is a well-known global consulting firm. They have Accenture's Women Funders program. This initiative is aimed at funding women entrepreneurs in India in deep tech and enterprise SaaS startups. SaaS startups, I know a lot of women in tech and connecting them to industry leaders who can help them navigate industry trends, refine their value proposition, and provide guidance to build their client pitches. Grants of $60,000. Applications are due by March 6th. United Kingdom, Southeast Business Boost Grant. Southeast Business grants of $10,000 are available for small and medium-sized businesses in East Sussex, and you can apply by August the 1st for this grant. So again, you see all these grants that I mentioned, they're not even a drop in the bucket of all of the grants that are out there. So these are, every time I do a grant video, there are new grants. So there may grants from the previous video, there may still be open. There's new grants that are going to be open, and grants on our tracker that I didn't get a chance to mention. But please, please, please do look for grants in your local areas. So before I close out, I do want to just touch on the stimulus relief programs because it's so important. We have new people here and I get messages all the time. So I want to make sure that you're aware of those that are still available and those that are still in the process for some of the federal programs. Now, childcare providers, if you're a childcare in-home or have a brick and mortar childcare daycare center, you can qualify for grants. I think every state has like a one-time grant, and then they have another grant. So it's kind of like a grant and a bonus grant. Depends on your state, though. So please check with your state. The Child and Family Services or Jobs and Family Services Department is the one, or agency is the one that is administering or overseeing the program. This is overseen and implemented by the DHHS and not the SBA. Okay. So I have several peers that have applied, have received it. There are some states that ran out of funding and they are adding more funding to the pot. So again, do check in your state for those child care provider grants. Take advantage of those opportunities. Child care providers are those that have been hard hit, continue to be hard hit. So make sure that you are applying for those programs. If you are a child care provider and you have received a child care stabilization grant, let me know in the comments, okay? That is a $49 billion fund. Now, ERTC, you know I'm excited about this. I'm actually going to be doing another step-by-step explainer video for this particular program. We have helped business owners get over $2 million, claim over $2 million of their employee retention tax credits. This is for business owners with W-2 employees. So if you had W-2 employees in 2020 or 2021, even if you are new business and you started up on or after February 15th of 2020, you may qualify for this program. You may qualify for this program if you were in business, had employees, and sold your business. You may qualify for this program if you had employees, you were in business in 2021, and you closed your business, right? Due to the financial hardship. So this is a game changer. This is saving businesses, right? When businesses didn't know that there was more relief available, it is available. You need access to experts to get it. This is a refundable payroll tax credit. There are 3 different ways that you can qualify, not just one. So the link is in the show notes and the description. You can use the link, go take 5 minutes to see if you qualify, upload your documents, and our team of experts that work closely with the IRS will make sure that you get your maximum benefit. This is due to you. Okay. So this is not, may seem too good to be true, but it is a benefit, a program under the CARES Act, just like PPP. If you're familiar with Paycheck Protection Program, if you're familiar with EIDL, it's similar. It's a program under the CARES Act, and it has like $400 billion available. I hope I have that number right. There's billions of dollars available. Billions and billions of dollars still available, and not a lot of small businesses know about it. They don't really know how to get it. It can be a complicated process if you're trying to do it on your own. There's even many CPAs that aren't really well versed in it, have not kept up with it, and may not have told you about the program, or they're just too busy to help you, because it does take time to do it, and they are bombarded with other activities. They're right now in tax season, so that's why we also partner with tax preparers, accountants, bookkeepers. If you have a clientele, you want to help them get access to this credit, shoot me an email at hello@shebosstalk.com, and let's help more businesses get access to this claim these benefits. Now, the larger companies are already claiming their credits. What happens is that the smaller companies, right, the smaller businesses are often the ones that get left out, because not many people are knowledgeable or telling you or willing to share the information. I'm here to share this information with you, and I don't know if you qualify or not. You take 5 to 10 minutes to see if you qualify, and let our team do the rest, and we will file with the IRS. Know that the IRS is taking about 7 to 8 months to turn around the funds back to you. This is money that is due to you. It is due to you. No matter how much you qualify, if you qualify for $1,000 or you qualify for $500,000 or $1 million, it is due back to you, and it is a benefit for you for everything that you have been through during the COVID-19 pandemic. So again, you can get up to $26,000 per employee. That's significant. Okay, that's significant. That can really transform a business. Okay, so know that is available. We're seeing an average credit of about $260,000. So whether it's $5,000 that you didn't know you had zero before. So now you have an opportunity to have $5,000, $15,000, $50,000 back in your business, to reinvest in your business, to take care of your operational needs, paying your staff, hiring new staff, getting new equipment, getting new trucks. We have a lot of truckers. We have gained so many new family from all types of industries in the small business community. It's an amazing thing. I did not know there were so many trucking companies out there. But there are, and they're the ones that often need on a regular basis working capital. So we're here to help with that. We help with not just grants, but other types of working capital, including business credit, lines of credit. So I will be doing a video on that in the upcoming week. I'm excited about it. I'm actually going to be applying for it for my own business, and I have business lines of credit. These are all different capital forms of capital that we as business owners need for our business, whether it's today, tomorrow, next month, next year. At some point in your business, you're going to need working capital, and you need to know where to get it and how to get it, and how to position your business to get more money, to be able to get access to more money for your business. So that is the ERTC, Employee Retention Tax Credit. And then EIDL, the Economic Injury Disaster Loan and Grant Programs, they are closed to new applicants, but we know that there are still many of you all in the process. So if you're still in the process of trying to get your grant or your loan or a modification, which is an increase of your EIDL loan, please let me know in the comments. Let me know if a workshop would be helpful for you. I was just messaging back and forth in the Meta Elevate group on Facebook. Is led by Facebook, by the way. Excellent group. And the engagement community manager was asking me if I was hosting another workshop this month, and I said I would if I felt that there was a demand for it. We hosted one each week in the month of January. So, I'd like to get a poll of how many of you all still need assistance with the program to try to get access to your EIDL funds. Okay. But that process is still moving forward. They made some updates and changes and some deadlines as they move forward with closing up like the grant opportunity, right? So you only have so many attempts to appeal at this point. Since January, you have one opportunity and that's it. So you want to make sure when you're submitting your appeals that you're doing it correctly, that you have a valid appeal and that you have documentation to support your appeal. Okay, it's not enough to say, you require I'm in a low income community. I know I'm not in a low income community, but I don't think it's fair, so I am going to appeal. That will not work. So you want to make sure that you meet the main requirements first. If you decide that you're going to appeal any types of denials, if you still have an opportunity to do so. And then the Paycheck Protection Program forgiveness. I was just reading an article yesterday about PPP forgiveness and some struggles that people are having now. For the majority of business owners, there's a high rate of forgiveness applications that have been already forgiven, fully forgiven, 100% forgiven. We know that there's around 28 billion that was not completely forgiven. That is a big chunk of money. And we know that there's some lenders that were not, they were subpar, I would say, in the application process, and they're subpar in the forgiveness process. Okay. But know that you have recourse if you are having problems with your lender. Know also that if your lender has opted into the SBA direct forgiveness portal, you can go ahead and apply through the SBA. But there's some that are really making it a challenge for businesses to get forgiveness. There are some that wouldn't allow businesses to get 100% forgiveness or apply for 100% forgiveness. So the SBA is giving you opportunity to have another review. So take advantage of that review. Look out for correspondence from your lender and let them know in writing that you want another review so you can get a chance to get 100% forgiveness. Know that you must apply for forgiveness. It is not automatic. They are not going to automatically forgive you. You apply. They will tell you if you have 100% forgiveness. You will get a letter from the SBA and you will get a letter from your lender. And you need to maintain both in your records, just in case something happens, right? And you need it for your records, period, for tax purposes. Okay, so I hope you all are working with your tax professionals and they know how to handle all of the relief funding that you all have received or we have received, right? We want to make sure they account for it properly so that there are no mistakes, so that you're not overtaxed, right? So because these programs are non-taxable. At least at the federal level, in most states, they're non-taxable. You must check with your state because not all states are the same. They tend to do their own thing. And depending who's in office, who's sitting, and what side of the table they're on, it may look a lot different from one state to the next. So it's definitely a good idea to check with the requirements in your particular state. But do get those PPP applications in because I know the smallest of small businesses are still the ones that are outstanding for the most part. Because we look at the data, and I'm talking about loans under 25,000, the ones that are really still outstanding when they don't need to be, because there's less that you have to do in order to get forgiveness. Right? It's really a 5-minute process for you to get forgiveness. So you need to make sure that you go ahead and submit it. Okay. Reach out to your lender if you have not heard from them. Reach out to the SBA office if you're having some type of struggle, and maybe they can help. But for the most part, for my peers, I know it's been an easy process. They've been forgiven. But I'm getting more and more people reaching out to me saying that they are having issues with forgiveness, right? Their forgiveness application, or a rebuttal from their lender, or a denial from the SBA. But please know you only have a certain amount of time to respond to any denials. Is 30 days. If you let the time lapse, that's it. That's it. Okay. So make sure that you're timely and proactive. Also, as a reminder, I can tell you this because just recently, more and more things are going to spam. But I check my spam folder every day, and I tell you all this all the time. If you are not checking your spam folder, you're missing out on opportunities. If you're applying for grants, most likely at some point you're going to get correspondence that's going to hit your spam instead of your inbox, especially if you're using a personal email account, like a personal Gmail, personal Yahoo account for business. Okay. That's why it's important to have a business account. But we know people use personal accounts for business, but then you need to know you need to check your spam folder. Okay. And so I've had grant communications come through spam. And if I had not checked it, I would not know the status of my applications. Know that they do send you a status update. If you're a winner, you will be notified. There will be no question. You will get an email and or a phone call, just depending. Okay, I've had both, but most of the times it's just an email saying, congratulations, you are an awardee. Right? I love seeing those emails, right? But I also do get some, well, thank you so much. You were wonderful, but you were not accepted or awarded this round. Okay. So we've seen both. But we do get them in our spam folder. So continue to make sure you check your emails on a regular basis, spam, inbox, and promotional folder so you don't miss out on any opportunities. Also, it's good to put these emails on your safe sender list. You can go into your settings. You can filter out so you can make sure it hits your inbox. Okay. And it doesn't go to your spam folder and you don't miss it. But know that there are so many opportunities out here. Go get it. If you're ready to go get it, if you're ready to make it happen, let me know in the comments. If you're ready to get your business funded, let me know in the comments, right? We support you in that. So look forward to more opportunities from us. If you need help with grants, you see it across the screen. You can join us, register for our upcoming class. Masterclass is the first live masterclass I'm hosting in 2022. The last ones I had hosted 2 in 2021, and they were phenomenal. So if you need help getting access to grant funding for your business or your nonprofit or your venture, then meet us on March the 26th at 10 a.m. For this live master class. The replay bundle will be included if something should happen. All registered attendees do get the replay bundle, which is the recording and some other resources that are available. So we look forward to seeing you there. As always, continue to be the boss with Amplify Impact. Continue to stay safe and in good health. I'll talk to you later. Bye.